What up, people? It's your boy Chig from Gooner Eagle Eye coming to you again with a preview. The games are coming thick and fast. Southampton, this is one of our games in hand. We're on our way there, and we remember what happened last year. We're on our way to Southampton to play them in what I find is always the difficult game of the season, Southampton away. It's a game which I never particularly look forward to, but before I get into it, let me just take this opportunity to thank Stel for coming on my show. People acting like they've never seen Stel before. It was like, what, my fourth, maybe fifth show with Stel? But I kind of knew when we wrapped it up yesterday that, yeah, that was a really good show yesterday. And so it seems you guys have been giving us a lot of love, giving Stel directly a lot of love for his appearance yesterday. And I know he appreciates it. And that's what I want from you guys. Whenever I have a guest, don't even thank me. Go and thank the guest, because then it lets them know that they made at least a decent decision to come on my show. You know, I like to host. Funny enough, I'm a better host on here than I am in actual real life. Go figure. And my friends will attest to that, trust me. But yeah, it was a really, really good show. I find with Stel, he's basically a Mediterranean version of Lee. I love them both. Very strong opinions. You know, they don't piss around with their opinions. You know, you're either going to love their opinions or hate their opinions, but you're going to know their opinions. He's basically the Mediterranean Man United supporting version of Lee. And I think one day I've got to make it happen. I'm going to have to bring these two together in the same show. Me and Lee are potentially working on something for this channel. At the end of the season, I usually do like an end of season review. Obviously, I'm not going to just have by myself with it. And I'm probably going to do that with Lee, but I'm thinking I might. It is an Arsenal dedicated channel, but you guys seem to have received what the style really well. So I'm thinking I might have a few others on there. So if I have Lee and Stel on there, then I'm thinking, oh, I might need a counterbalance to that. So I might need to invite Robbie on. But then Colin is such a big character, so I think maybe I should invite him on. Oh my gosh, that'll be the easiest show I do, because I won't say a damn word. I'm thinking about it. You know, I've got ideas for you guys. We're coming up to the end of the season, so I need to think quickly on that one. But leave that with me. I've got a few conversations to have with people, so leave that with me. But anyway, it's just really for me to thank Stel for coming on. And no doubt, we'll do it again. So on to the game for Southampton. And it's a difficult one. It's one that is gonna challenge us. I like the fact that we're going into the game off the back of a United win. But it's a game that always scares me every single year, because we never seem to do well at this place. Southampton themselves, they're going through a bit of an iffy time. I know that they got a 0-0 result against Liverpool, but it surprised me to learn the other day they're like in the bottom half of the table. You just assume with Southampton that they'll always be all right. They're just one of them clubs that just always seem to land on their feet. And ironically, it's a manager which Wenger seemed to have recommended to Southampton. So there is a little bit of a kind of a master versus apprentice here, little dynamic here. I think they'll be a difficult bunch to break down. I think we saw that against Liverpool. What I'm hoping is that they work so hard against Liverpool that they might be a little bit tired. That said, so did we against United. So I don't know. It just depends what Arsenal shows up. And unfortunately, we're in a situation where we have to win. I mean, if you're one of these people who thinks top four matters, we have to win every single game possible and hope that Liverpool mess up. which I don't personally see them doing. But I know a lot of people are holding on to that hope that they will. In my opinion, it's looking like Thursday nights for us. I always thought we'd avoid it, but it's looking like Thursday nights for us. Oh, gosh. Just going to have to suck it up for the season. We deserve it. We don't really deserve that fourth Champions League place. And anyway, let's see. Let me try and be positive. Going into the match, would I make any changes? Nope. Wouldn't make any changes other than potentially, if Mustafi's back, get Gibbs out of the team, move Monreal left back, and then put in Mustafi in the team. And that's coming from me. You guys know I'm not a big fan of Mustafi. You guys know this. But he's got to be a better option than playing Monreal. And quite frankly, I think we're wasting Monreal in that position. I think he's played well there up until he randomly got moved there against Tottenham. No, it wasn't even Tottenham. It was Leicester. Played well for Leicester. Then Wenger thought, oh, I'm onto something here. And then decided to leave him in against Tottenham. It was just like, not that Tottenham was his fault specifically. The whole team played crap against Tottenham. But I just don't think that's the long term. So if you have centre-backs there, why would you play a left-back who's playing well in left? Or sorry, a left-back who's playing well in left wing-back? Why would you put him as a centre-back? It just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, for me, you've got to stick with 3 at the back. So my 1 to 11 would be Chet in goal. My 3 in the back would be Mustafi, right of those 3. Koscielny in the middle, and obviously Holding keeps his place. Now, realistically, do I expect Holding to keep his place? No. Wenger just doesn't seem to trust this kid to play 2 or 3 games in a week, and it's really pissing me off. I hope he keeps his place. I thought after I'm going to call it his and Koscielny's mistake, because I don't blame it all on Holding, but there was definitely a miscommunication there. But I thought he recovered excellently. I thought he recovered really well, and I want him to continue in his position as the left of those 3. Because I actually thought he played really well, specifically as the left of those 3. So I really wanted him to keep his place there. Left wing back, I've just said I put Monreal there. Right wing back, listen, I hold my hands up. I did say move Oxen to the middle in place of Ramsey. Ramsey actually turned up and did a performance. Was it a man of the match performance? Fuck no. But it was a good performance. So for me, both keep their places. Ox on the right wing back, Ramsey in the middle. And that's coming from me. But you have to give credit where credit's due. He played well against United. Let's hope the man can keep it up. The one thing I will say, in fairness to Ramsey, is generally when he's in form, it takes him a long time to get to form. When he's in form, you generally want to keep him there. So I wouldn't change that situation. You play Xhaka next to him. You play the superstar and Alexis up front, and you definitely stick with Danny Welbeck. Gotta stick with him. Same team. Let's go. Same team with just that little tweak at the back. It'll be a tough game, no doubt about it. I think we'll be tired. Don't expect a quick start from Arsenal because it's not going to happen. But I think we might be able to grind out, she says, a 1-0 victory. Let's see what happens. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying. You guys let me know what you think of the results. The game ahead on Wednesday. What do you reckon? What your predictions are? What would your 1 to 11 be? If you're listening to me for the first time, hit that subscribe button. And I'll be back potentially Wednesday, possibly Thursday. More likely Thursday. I'll leave you guys to it. Take care. Peace.